Hi, everybody. I am Darby Richardson, and I'm going to be your CVA British Literature instructor for this term. The purpose of this video is just to welcome you to the course and also give you a few tips on how to ensure that you are successful. So to start, I have been teaching with CVA for about 8 years. I currently also teach English at Allatoona High School. So I have a day job, and then CVA is what I do part-time on the side. It's important to note that the assignments in the ELA course are created by content specialists, that we instructors do not create those assignments, and every student taking an ELA course in CVA will have the same assignments. So if you have any questions or concerns about a particular assignment, I can obviously help facilitate the assignment and answer your questions, but I do not have any control over the content that is in the course. So next thing I want to go over is some things to help ensure that you are successful in the course. So I know that a lot of you may have already taken CVA courses before, and you probably already know some of these things, but I'm going to speak specifically to this course. So the BritLit course, like most other ELA courses, does not have traditional tests or quizzes. So that could be a good thing for those of you that don't like to take tests and be locked into right and wrong answers like so many other subject areas. But on the flip side of that, the work that you're doing for this course involves that you actually read material and that you answer questions thoroughly. So we really are pretty strict about the grading, because the only way that we know that you are actually reading and learning is because of the responses that you're giving. So when you are answering questions, use textual evidence whenever possible. Anytime you're doing any performance-based assignment where you are creating a PowerPoint or doing any kind of project or writing an essay, textual evidence from anything you're reading is key. So be thorough, answer all parts of every question you're asked on any assignment, and address all parts of every assignment. Make sure you read instructions carefully. When student samples are provided for you, make sure that you look through those student samples. In order to get full credit for most of your assignments, as long as you do them thoroughly and we can tell that you've actually read the material and learned something, you're probably going to get full credit or close to it. So the next thing to talk about is the course schedule. There are no late penalties right now for coursework turned in late. That is probably going to change in the next year, but right now, take advantage of it to a degree. CVA is designed to help students have more flexibility that need that flexibility within reason. So what we don't want to see you do is backlog a lot of late work. It becomes very overwhelming and then very hard to catch up. And then typically students just shut down. So I totally recognize that a lot of you will probably not turn your work in on the due dates, but the best advice I can give you is to turn your work in at least within the week that it's due. So you are staying with the course schedule pretty closely. If you do turn all your work in on time, you know, based on the course orientation, that you will get to exempt the final exam. For this class, it is an essay. It is pretty lengthy. It is a reflective essay of what you've learned throughout the entire course. So I would encourage you to try to exempt it if you can, but we do know that that's not possible for every student. So stay on top of the due dates as best you can. I tend to grade most of my work on the weekends. I like to wait until everything's been submitted for the week that's going to be submitted and then grade it all at one time. Next thing to address with you is cheating. So I am very aware, as all other CVA instructors and the administrative team, that it is easier to cheat with online courses, or more tempting to cheat. We are getting pretty keen on all the tricks of tricks and trades, right? So I'm speaking to the English courses when I say a couple of things here. The best thing you can do is not try to cheat. We have all assignments that run through Turnitin. Turnitin catches pretty much 99% of anything you've lifted from the internet, or anything that you have attempted to take from another student that has submitted work to CVA, or any other essays that you might have gotten access to through any means on the internet. So it is very apparent in the reports that we get from Turnitin when a student has intentionally cheated. So the other thing to be aware of is Course Hero. We are very aware of Course Hero. Course Hero has an agreement with us that if they have any students from CVA upload work, that they will take it down because it is a copyright violation. So understand that if you do upload any work to CVA to try to get work, even if it's not for this course, you are still subject to really heavy academic integrity violations. So just don't do it. Most of the time we do catch it. And I had some students last semester with some pretty heavy penalties. So I would just encourage you to, instead of spending so much time trying to cheat, just spend that time doing the assignment. It probably wouldn't take you that much longer in the long run, right? To just do the assignment. So those are the things that probably will ensure your success the most. If you'll just listen to my advice and follow the instructions given to you with every assignment, you can't go wrong. Generally, I have about a 98% pass rate. The only kids that fail this course are the kids that don't turn work in or the ones that cheat their way through. So I really think that you will all be successful in the course if you want to be. I am accessible via email and text pretty much all the time. Text is the best way to get to me through Remind. If you need a quick answer to something that's due, I may not always see your email right away or be able to respond to it right away. So definitely send me a text if you need me. You can always email me. You can request me to call you if you need it. So after this welcome video, there will be 2 more recorded sessions that will go over Module 5 and Module 10 in the course. They will be live, but if you can't make them, they will also be recorded and posted to the modules. So I encourage you to make sure that you look for those. I will obviously communicate with you when that's going to happen. There will really be no other face-to-face meeting between us other than these videos. I will contact each one of you individually at the start of the term to conduct a welcome phone call. You really are supposed to initiate that phone call with me before I call you. It's part of your orientation grade. So it'll just be a quick phone call to make sure you don't have any questions and just kind of reiterate some of the things I'm telling you now. Other than that, this is the last real contact that we will have. So I wish you a lot of luck and success in the course, and I am here to support you. Just make sure that you communicate with me and reach out if you're having any issues. If you find that you are getting behind, if things are going on at home, sickness, personal issues, just communicate with me. I'm pretty flexible and I will be more than willing to work with you as long as I know you care. So I appreciate you communicating with me, and I will certainly maintain communication with you throughout the semester by sending you weekly emails and also posting weekly assignments to Blackboard. So good luck with everybody, and I look forward to working with you.